we need to find FCD. So we, as it is an angle, we need to refer table number 9C. So therefore, from table number 9C, for Fy equals to 250 Newton per mm square. If they don't mention anything about Fy value in the question, always you have to assume it as 250. So from table number 9C, we need to do interpolation. So the slenderness ratio lambda value, you can see in the table, it is given. Our value is 67.4. So it lies in between 60 and 70. So lambda value, we know 60 and 70. It lies in between here, 67.4. So value of FCD we need to find. For 60 it is 168 and for 70 it is 152. So we need to find this. So after doing interpolation, we will get the value for FCD. I will do interpolation also here. So 168 FCD equals to 168 minus 7.4 into 16 divided by 10, which comes around 156.13 Newton per mm square. So this is the value of FCD. So after doing interpolation, you will get the value of 156.13. This is the value of FCD we have. So therefore, buckling strength or strength in compression that is PD is given by FCD into area provided. So our FCD is 156.13 into area provided, that is 2200, which comes around 343 kilonewton, which is greater than factored load, that is 300 kilonewton. Therefore it is safe. If it is less than 300 kilonewton, again you have to select a higher section and design again. So the design is over now. The load was 343 kilonewton, which was greater than 300 kilonewton, so it was safe. Now we need to provide the connection. When we are designing, that means we need to provide the connection. When there are also problems in which the sections will be given to you, that is the angles or eye sections will be given to you along with connection details. In that case, they will ask you to find its capacity. That is, you have to find only till PD, that is design compressive strength, that is FCD into area provided. If they ask you to design, in that case, you have to check whether it is safe or not. After that, you also need to provide the connections. So let us now provide the connection. So let us provide the connection as well. So here, let us provide bolted connection. You all are very familiar with this. But I will assume that you still need a gentle remind of this one, that is bolted connection. Just to revise you, I will provide both the connections, that is bolted connection as well as welded connection. In the exam, you can provide any one if they haven't mentioned in any question. If they have not mentioned in any question, you can provide either bolted connection or welded connection. And if they have mentioned it, you have to provide this said connection in the question. So now let us provide the bolted connection. So it's a double angle like this. I will draw it here. with a 10 mm gusset plate. So it is 60, and this is 10, which we have provided. ISA, 2 ISA, 60, 60 and 10. So to find, when we are designing a bolted connection, we need to find the number of bolts required. So the number of bolts required depends upon the bolt value which we are providing. So now we need to find the bolt value. They are not mentioned anything in the question about the connection details, that is what diameter of bolt to be used, its ultimate strength and all. So we will assume, we are assuming now, assume M18 bolts with grade 4.6. So that means the diameter of bolt is 18. M18 means, 18 means is the diameter of bolt. If it is M20, diameter of bolt is 20 mm. When I am using grade 4.6, the ultimate strength of the bolt FUB is 400 MPa. 4 means it is 400. If it is 5.6, ultimate strength of bolt will be 500. Diameter of bolt hole is 18 plus 2 mm clearance, that is 20 mm. Now, so these are the things required in finding the shear strength of the bolt. In case of bearing strength, we require thickness, in bearing, so thickness will be summation of all the thicknesses bearing in the same direction. We have two angles here. This is 10 mm, this is 10 mm, and this is 10 mm. All these three are 10 mm, right? So for bearing to occur, this angle has to bear in, suppose if it is bearing in this direction, it has to be opposite. It has to be opposite. And again, bearing will take place between this angle and this gusset plate in the opposite direction. If it is bearing in this direction, that means it has to bear, it has to go in the opposite direction. So this direction and this direction is same, and this direction is opposite. So for bearing to occur between this angle and this gusset plate is it has to be in opposite directions. If it is moving in this direction, this has to move in the other direction. If it is moving in this direction, then again this angle has to move in the other direction. So this direction and this direction are same. This is opposite one. So in this direction we have 10 plus 10. So we have T 10 plus 10, that is 20 mm, and one more T, that is the gusset plate. That is gusset plate will fail in bearing first. One more, let me call it as T1 and T2. For gusset plate it is 10 mm. So this is the critical one. This one will fail first. So we have to consider this thickness in the design in case of bearing. Now we need to find the bolt value. So bolt value will be lesser of either shear strength or bearing strength. So lesser of these two will be bolt value. So we need to find shear strength as well as we need to find the bearing strength.